paste this in the Discord real quick. Okay. So here's what this is gonna be. I've been playing a lot of Mario Maker, and I have remembered my love for the 2D precision platformer. One of my favorite games is Battle Kid. It's a NES game that was released like 2010. It was a homebrew game, and it's like really hard. It's inspired by like I Want to Be the Guy and stuff, but it's not quite as trolly as those games. Very fun. Never finished the first one. I got 4 bosses in, I think. Yeah. But I like it. So this game's gonna be a little something like that. It's gonna be broken up into a grid of rooms. I got the grid drawn here, and you know, there's gonna be some enemies per room. Kill the enemies, proceed. If you walk in and out of a room, the enemies respawn. Rooms are all they're all just like little mini challenges. The game's also it's built like a metroidvania, but it's not really a metroidvania. It kind of feels like individual levels, separated by save points, but there are points where you could go back. You do have to walk back through like hub areas in order to reach new areas. Like there is that sense of, oh, I can't reach that cliff, maybe I come back here later. Just not too much of that in like individual areas. Once you're in an individual area, it's more or less just a straight linear path through the game. Room scrolling is something I'd like to know. That's room scrolling I covered a couple streams ago, and it's gonna be its own video soon. If you want a very quickly see how I did it. A lot of this is just unnecessary signals. The main thing is we're getting the grid position of the player. If the player is not on the screen, then we'll scroll the camera, which is just tweening the position from the last grid position to the next grid position. It's just tweens. Hey Oni. Yeah, more than one scene? What do you mean? Got more than one screen, if that's what you mean. This is all one scene. The grid I just made with a tool script. It just draws lines. I made it slightly configurable, but I've been keeping it at 4, so if I set it to 0 and press update, no grid. Grid size, maybe that's not the best word for it, but that's just the thickness of the lines. So what else do I got? You don't have to do a manual update like that. Okay, I don't care, it's done. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. Currently have 3 items in the game. So, gun, yeah, probably gonna start with the gun, so not even worth having that as a variable. And then wall jumping. You can't single wall jump. It prevents you from doing that. You could single wall jump once using the 3rd item, which is a float. So if you hold up, you get like a second, I think, whatever I set it to, a second worth of float time. So maybe a secret in the game is gonna be, oh, you wall jump and then, or hold up, or something like that. Yeah, I guess you can't wall jump twice, but you could do something like that. That actually just barely hits it. How about an upgrade that lets you jump higher? Maybe. I feel I kind of prefer having very few upgrades, but they all give you something substantial. So I'm thinking this game's not gonna be that long. If I even finish this, it's gonna be pretty short. Who's on Discord? Hold up. So what was I gonna say? I'd rather have. So this game maybe will be like an hour, probably less. It's probably just whatever this game's gonna be. It's gonna be free, and it's gonna be on itch or something, and maybe I'll release the source code to patrons or something like that. We'll see. But I want very few upgrades that all add something very tangible. The other thing I'm thinking of is just a stomp, which doesn't sound that tangible, like that big of an upgrade. But I'm thinking, oh, you could stomp, and the stomp gives you a lot of jump height off of every enemy in the game, and maybe an enemy that you thought was just there earlier, now it's a shortcut to something else, something. Are the stages randomly generated? No, this is gonna be all handcrafted. A slide, maybe. I have a slide in Terra Labyrinth, so that could be. I wouldn't do a dash. I think that a dash would be used for crossing gaps for the most part, or maybe getting through an obstacle that's too quick. You'd have to dash through. I guess a slide. I don't think a slide or a dash right now. Yeah, a slide could be getting through small gaps, but I don't know. I think wall jumping, floating, and then the stomp, which I haven't implemented yet, are going to be the three things. Maybe there's going to be 3 areas in the game or something, I don't know. I don't know yet. Right now I just need some more basic mechanics, which is what I'm going to be covering on this stream. Like, as you could see, player currently cannot get hurt by enemies. Gonna need that. It's gonna be you get hit once and you respawn. I'm not sure if I want respawning at no, I don't want respawning at the start of the room. I could very easily implement respawning at the start of the room. Maybe that could be an easy mode or something. More modes is always nice. But I'd rather have like every 8 rooms is gonna be just a gauntlet of rooms that you have to get better and better at. And then there's checkpoints, there's like save points at the. That's how it is in Battle Kid, at least, and I like the feedback loop of Battle Kids. It's really hard, really frustrating, but it feels nice. Inventory screen, not gonna have inventory. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have little. I need to adjust the actual screen size here. I want to make it one less tile and then have a HUD up here. As you can see, this isn't perfectly 16:9 either, so I'm gonna have to figure out exactly how I want to do that. It's just gonna be a HUD at the top, and then I want each item to be shown at the top, and I could have like little graphics showing different aspects of the items. Like when you're floating, it'll show like there'll be the icon will have like a overlay that'll deplete, and then maybe like a sound, and that'll say, oh, you can't float anymore. And then when you're shooting, you can only have 3 bullets on the screen, so I think it's gonna have like a boom, boom, boom as the bullets are go up, and then once the bullet hits something, it'll go down, just to better convey that. Wall jumping, there is a little like wall jump time. I guess I could have it deplete. I don't know. I don't think wall jump needs anything. I'll see once I get there. So I don't. Yes, HUD I'm not gonna worry about right now. Right now, my main thing. Okay, right now I'm gonna do a player death. So that's just gonna be area on player. Gonna be 8.5 by 8.5. And it's just gonna kill the player. So unready variable variables. Hey Julian, how you doing? Area connect. Body entered. Self. Oh, what am I doing? I like just calling it body entered. Body entered. And then any losing weapons mechanic. What, like cave story or something? What are you doing? I'm just prototyping a little cute little thing. I'll show you the gameplay in 1 second, but let me see if I can get this working. If body is enemy, so yeah, like cave story at the beginning. Oh, so like starting you off with all the things, and then you have to go in and get all the stuff. Maybe that'd be fun. I like that stuff because then it gets you excited to get those items back. But at the same time, you have to teach the player how to use this and that item. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel once we have more mechanics. I want to put that wall back. Hey Phil Switch, how you doing? Okay, that didn't work, and I know why. Area 2D. Let's pick up. Just came here to steal code, don't mind me. Alright. Alright, so there's very, very, very basic respawning. Then for the save points, all the save point is gonna need is changing that home variable. Oh shit. Hold on. If body is visible and body. Yeah, I'm not actually queuing free the enemies. I'm just hiding them so that they can respawn when you walk off screen. There's other ways to do it, but that's how I did it. Any healing saving screens? There won't be healing because everything's gonna be one hit, you die. Wait, oh, I'm curious. Will this tween back? It's kinda, that's neat. I wanna see how it looks diagonally. What if I die here? Huh. That's cool. I'm gonna keep that. Well, actually, I kind of want a game over screen, but that's a cool effect. I was thinking there might be like teleporters and fast travel kind of stuff. I'd like it so that when you teleport somewhere, it'll tween to the other place, and then that'll give you yeah, it would reveal the other rooms, and I think that'd be nice. Give you a little sneak peek on everything else. The main thing about doing that is I'm gonna have to. What I'll have to do is I'll have to figure out every single room on that path, and then set the process to all the enemies there too, because right now, enemies don't move when they're off screen. There's a bunch of a little logic to make it work. Like, oh, once the screen changes, make sure every enemy's process is false. Once then change the position of something, blah blah blah. This is just a break, and then body initialize for the enemies that just resets their health, move direction, velocity, blah blah blah, and then once the screen is fully completed, then it'll just only for the bodies in that room. This area room handler is just a thing that overlaps the body, the room. Sorry, I can't speak. Then it'll just enable those, and played around with that a bunch, and it works really nicely. Like, check it out. This is gonna be hard to explain, but if the as soon as I walk off screen, if he's to the right, then it'll freeze him there, and then once it transitions over, he'll be at the right position. They all start at the right position. Will you be taking part in Game Maker's Toolkit 2019 Game Jam? You put, probably not. I'm busy. Plus, Game Jams stress me out. I'm curious though. What is the theme?
At 8 p.m. jams.
I don't.
Of the jam. For the jam.
I don't care. No, I'm not gonna enter. Do you have to use Game Maker? Game Maker's Toolkit, it's not Game Maker, it's Game Maker's Toolkit. It's just, have you seen his channel? It's not a game dev channel, it's like a game analysis channel, and then he does game jams as well, once in a while. Very good channel, like, he has some very good takes on game design. I'd recommend everyone check him out. Game Maker's Toolkit's good, Snowman Gaming's another one that I like. There he is. Yeah, good channels. Anyway, what was I doing? So, I need to make a checkpoint that'll allow you to change your home, is what I'm calling it. Home is just where it's gonna respawn you. Game Maker's School is very good map analysis. Yeah, watch Boss Keys. He does analyses on he did them on all the Zelda games, and then he's doing metroidvanias. Your bonfire, so to speak. Yeah, basically. Speaking of which, he also did one on Dark Souls, I think. Alright, so let's make a checkpoint. For now, it's going to be in 32 by 8, and then let's keep it white for now. I was playing around with saves earlier, but then I tried making it too complicated, and then I realized I'm not going to make this so complicated when I don't even know what the art style is going to be right now. Let's see. So, it's going to be a static body. Here's the collision for the static body. It's gonna be not 816 by 4? 4. Then we need area 2D with another shape. Which is gonna be say not 16, like 14, 22. Lock that, move the area up here. Okay. He's texting me. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Don't talk to me. Alright, sorry. Save. Okay. Unready variable area equals area 2D. let's see. So. Oh, we don't need a due process. Oops. You streaming has gotten me to work on my game too? Nice. That's good. Yeah, I've had a quick spurt of motivation to do some game dev stuff. If I use player. There's a chance that this is gonna fuck something up. Wait, no, this needs to be in process anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this on process. I don't wanna do shenanigans, let's just make it easy. How do I wanna do this? Let's just add the player. It's just an easy way to tag things without having to make a global script to keep track of this and that. Equals get tree in group layer. There we go. So if get overlapping bodies has player, and input is action just pressed up, player home equals position, hold on, position minus, let's say 8. Okay. Oh. So, okay. Let's try this out. Okay, hopefully that worked. Yep, that worked. And then let's try this one. Cool. So we got save points. Obviously, they're not they're not great. Let's ooh, okay. Let's see. I want to change color. So question, because I've been struggling. I'm using Area 2D monitoring toggling for my melee attack. For how long should the monitoring be on? Because right now it ain't detecting anything. I don't know. What do you mean it's not detecting anything? Are you doing it for like 1 frame and then it's not working? Because I think even if it's just 1 frame, it should work. But if you're playing around with the scale and stuff, that might mess with it. That's my main issue when I'm trying to use Area 2Ds. Yeah, also try get overlapping bodies. That's always safer because body entered, maybe it gets called, or I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. If it's with the scale, then I'm not sure. Do you have any more details? Also, I'm sweating. It's so hot in my room. So, okay. For save in get tree, get nodes in group, save. I could just say like color blue or something, right? Does that work? Let's see if this does something. Well, no. How do I use those? Guess I can just do that. I thought that you could type them in somehow. Hmm? Oh. Whatever. Someone have a explanation on how to do this real quick. Otherwise, this is fine. Let's see if this worked. Shit. Oh, well that didn't change back. For saving that tree, get nothing. Oh, oops. Bam. Bam. Alright, so there's quick and dirty save stations. I like that effect. I'm keeping it for now. Once this game's got some art, then I could care more about that stuff. It'll also be nice for me to actually make them save the game. But that'll just be saving the player's home, because it'll be saving the player's home, it'll be saving the player's current items. I'll have the whatever the item pickups are going to be, it'll read the save file, and if the player already has them, then I'll just delete them. Yeah, that'll be easy. It's actual save and load will be... I guess I could try messing with that now, but I kind of want to do other stuff. I want to make a new enemy because I want to see if... I think I set up the enemies to be very easy to create new ones, but I like to know for sure, you know? Alright, so yeah, that's quick save points. All works. Let's see. I gotta remember not to attempt AI even in the slightest. I keep wanting the enemies to do more than NES style movement, but I'm finding it complex quick. It does get complex quick. But I posted an article in my Discord earlier, and I'm gonna be referring to this if I'm about to make a new enemy. This is really good to have very basic enemy AI. It's good. This is good. Will you do navigation mesh and such? No, probably not. I especially don't know how to do that in a platformer. Barely know how to do it elsewhere. It's all gonna be very, very, very basic. Like, oh, these guys just walk back and forth and turn around on the edges. I could honestly just make another one who doesn't turn around on edges in like 2 seconds. I need, sounds like something to practice learn. I mean, I don't need something like that for this. This whole project is supposed to be just a simple ass project to finish something. There's no enemy that I could say, that I could think of that I want to be more complex than just these simple movements. Say hello to Brazil. Hi, Brazil. Even a game like Hollow Knight mostly uses non-AI, just mechanical movement. Yeah. Plus, I can't have anything too complicated because this is all going to be, if you get hit once, you die. The player's not going to have health. Enemies will have health, but the player won't have health. Flying enemies are perhaps easy to chase down a player because they're free. Yeah, I might have simple flying enemies, maybe stuff that just swoops down. Or Battle Kid had birds that'll, not birds, they're like some drone things. But I'm thinking birds. That'll, like, if it's up here, it'll fly down until it's at your Y value and then charge. I also had one of those in Terra Labyrinth. They're wasps. Ooh, thank you for the follows. 2 people who just followed. 1 person just followed. Peruno. Thank ya. Follow me on Twitter, guys. Alright. Let's see. What's a basic enemy? I kind of want to just do an enemy that just jumps in one spot. Yeah, let's just do one of those. This is just gonna be a dude on a timer, affected by gravity, and he jumps. Let's give him also give this guy a P. There we go. These are some good letters, gotta admit. I just want them to be red for now, just so we know red is bad, you know? Let's see. Kinematic body. Jumper. Oh, I also need to make a tile map that'll let me place these down easy. I'm 80% designer, 20% coder, so all my placeholders take me like 2 hours to create. Nice. Andrew, with this project's gonna be affiliated with Banquet Games probably, if it gets completed at all. So Andrew's gonna draw up some spicy new art eventually. I don't want him to start on anything until I actually have a substantial amount of content already finished, because we've started too many projects that never get finished. We still have a lot of things on the agenda. So this guy's gonna extend enemy. So he's gonna have gravity, health, play movement, and then specific logic's gonna go in here. Let's add a function in here. Why did I make these like that? Gravity could be a constant, speed should not. Jump height equals, I'm not doing export variables because they're dumb and don't always work. That's what I meant to say. They're very useful, but they don't always work when I'm doing a lot of stuff with a bunch of different scenes, because I'll switch it on here, then I'll forget to switch it on here or something like that, you know? I'm just keeping them here because it's easier. And do what's easiest, don't do what's someone else tells you is right. Make stuff, don't sit around trying to make things perfect. That's my take. Let's see. Jump height, let's do 250 as the default jump height. So jumpers are going to have a timer, auto start, yeah. I should probably put them down. So these guys are gonna not be perfectly synced when what am I trying to say? I gotta do some more with these guys. Alright. Oops. Oh, I know why. So these guys are all on layer 2 and mask 2. Let's just stick that in here so I don't have to worry about it. Actually, I think they're fine. Let's make the jump height real high. Oops. Good point. Whatever. Can description, can you change the jump height live? I don't think so because I'm putting in the ready function. But it takes 2 seconds to relaunch, so whatever. I want when the player dies, I want all the enemies to reinitialize. So now, if P is dead, and I died a jumper, everything's reset. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay. There's another basic enemy. I'd add a Ridley. I have some ideas for boss fights. Or a boss fight. I don't think I'm gonna have multiple boss fights. Alright, let's just Andrew talking about the art. Oh, I should tell him I'm streaming. Oh, there's a lot of people here. What's up, guys? Okay, so let's see. Can't wait to speedrun this. It's gonna be short enough too. I want the game to be like, I don't know, 45 minutes or an hour, and then speedrun in 15 or 20. I feel like that's a good length. Because it's just gonna be a free itch game unless we really, really like it. Right now I'm at the point where the best thing for me to be doing right now is just keep making more enemies. Enemies is gonna be the bulk of the game. And then there's gonna be like obstacles and stuff I'm gonna need. You know, like, ooh, this wind will push you here. Or, ooh, this platform moves. I don't know. Just basic ass obstacles. Add another room, sure. Sure thing, buddy. Let's do something like this. How about? Oh, well, now I need to add the tile map that'll let me place these enemies better, because I don't want to have to keep doing this. Very annoying. Kind of looks similar to Mad Dex. I don't know who that is. This looks like Meat Boy. That's just Meat Boy, isn't it? Is that where you replaced the tile map version with the actual spawn enemy? Yep. Oh, let's stick a save in there as well. Why not? Add some sniper enemies that shoot at you. Yeah, I need some stuff with bullets and whatnot. Yeah, Meat Boy is great. And, I mean, this is just a battle code ripoff, so. Alright, now I just want to see what dying looks like from all the way across the world. Hey, No Ass. Good name. Yeah, that looks funny. I don't know what the whole grid size of the map's gonna be. It's probably gonna be something like this, because that's enough space for each of the 3 items to be able to, you could explore the abilities enough with a bunch of different rooms and stuff. It doesn't have to be, the rooms don't all have to be, like, jam-packed with stuff. Have you tried Construct 2? No. I'm very happy with Godot's, and I'm not planning on switching to another engine again. Alright, what's another enemy we could add? Another simple guy. Movement. Oh, I kind of want a dude who hangs on the ceilings and then falls onto the player. Maybe. Something like that. Dive bomber, yeah. I gotta admit, guys, I really like this P. The J's are pretty good as well. Very proud of those. How did you make the monsters get going and... Wait. How did you make the monsters get going and coming back when you touch the wall? What do you mean by that? Do you mean they're respawning enemies? I just have them, instead of actually deleting them, I'm just hiding them and reinitializing them. Get going, come back, so they don't walk off the edge. If they don't, for them not walking off the edge, I have a ray cast that points down here, and if they're on the wall or the raycast isn't colliding with the floor, then it reverses. And I also just have the floor detect switch edges depending on the move direction. Hey Andrew, what up? Thanks. I added in saves and stuff. It doesn't actually save the game to file yet, but it works. It's a checkpoint more or less. Test move can sometimes yield the results, but I'm not sure what is best. Yeah, test move would. Definitely. I don't know which one's better on processing power, but this game isn't really gonna offend anyone's CPUs, especially since I'm turning everything off. I kind of want to add platforms, like one-way platforms. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. We'll see. right now I'm just kind of thinking of, should make a platform that launches you like a spring kind of thing, maybe. Move and slide with snap. I haven't tried with 2D yet. For what? Using a state machine? There's no, I'm not using any state machines for everything here. Everything's very basic and shouldn't need a state machine. Helps stick your character in a moving platform. Oh yeah, then I'm probably am gonna need to do that. I remember playing around with that, trying to figure out slopes, and then my computer broke and I didn't save it. That was, Andrew, that was when we were making the lava run game. That was around the time when my computer broke. And slopes, and you don't have slopes here. Slopes are annoying. I mean, I have slopes working in other projects, but I don't know. I don't really need slopes, I think. I'm trying not to add any unnecessary features. This is just making me very bare bones. I'm just trying to make all the mechanics of the game that I could think of that are 100% necessary to the game right now. And then once all of those are in, then Andrew could start worrying about art. I don't want you to make art for something that won't get finished again. And then and we could start worrying about level design and stuff, which is gonna be the majority of the game is gonna be thinking of a good world. Minimum viable product. Yeet. So, alright, ugh, I hate that. Tile maps on NVIDIA sometimes flicker certain tiles. And there was, you'd think that this, I thought that this would be what would fix it. Only impacts the GLES 2. Oh, then let's use GLES 2. That should, I mean, I wasn't getting it that much, but that should remove all of it. I don't need 3. 2 is more than enough for this 2D project. I'm not gonna have like lighting or anything like that either, so who cares? So yeah, let's do another enemy right now. Project is ruined. So let's do another enemy. What's the overall plan for this project? Just messing around, or do you have a bigger goal in mind? I have a bigger goal in mind, but not like a huge goal in mind. Basically, I just want just a cute little metroidvania that'll last like 30 minutes to an hour. Nothing long. Just, oh god damn it. Nothing long, just something like this size. And that should be good. Right now I'm just thinking of adding all the enemies. Oh, I still need to add the tile map for all the enemies. Will it have spider bombs? Elaborate. Are you using the latest Godot version? I think I'm up to date. It is 3.1, but it's not the master. It's the latest stable. So let's add this tile map thing. Pulsar, no. New tile set. Gonna have jumper. Water? Maybe. It'll just be like cheap water where with oh, I don't need collisions. What am I doing? Where it'll just like let you jump higher. But no swimming. Area 2D with gravity? Yeah. Well, actually, I think I'll have to hard code some stuff. Why are there 2 tiles here? Huh? Do I want that? Okay, it's not working. So then we need save this in engine. I just made this in Zelda project, so I'll just take it from the Zelda project. Enemies, diamond, TNC, resonance. Yeah, that looks good to me. I don't know why I had to add 4 before. Let's see how this looks. Let's remove these guys. I'm also gonna want saves to be on that, I think. Yeah, let's not call this enemy placer. Special placer. Wait. I'm just gonna put everything on here. I'd make it a separate tile map, actually. I won't. So you can place the enemies on top of items and stuff. There won't be items. There's not going to be coins or anything. And I won't need... Nah, I don't need that. Trying to minimize... Trying to minimize extra nodes I need to keep in mind. So let's do I need help. What about enemies that jump up from the ground like the jumper but are used in platforming screens to make jumps? Use on the platforming screens to make jumps and avoid the fall? Please elaborate. Oh, like the flames in Mario? So basically a jumper that... Wait, that hit you and you fall. So you're just talking about the potobos or whatever they're called? That just the fireballs that come up and down? Is that what you're talking about? What about chaser enemies? Yeah, I could have stuff that follows like the... Maybe enemies that follow the player and jump if on walls. That's the most complicated AI that I'm gonna have at most. I know this looks convoluted, but this is how I want it to be. But anyway, this should work for enemies right now. I'll test it with the save once I add the save tile. Your for loop there, is that you're getting the use cells every single time? You don't cache down a variable first? I don't care. I am all down for very specific. Here's just a, I know I'm gonna have to repeat this every stream, but I'm not, if I ask for, ooh, can I optimize this somehow, then yeah, please help. But if I have something that works, unless it specifically does not work, don't tell me tiny optimizations I can make. I don't care. And honestly, what you're saying, I don't even think it's gonna increase performance at all. I think it's the same exact thing. But please don't backseat program, unless I ask. I know you're just trying to help, but it's a little annoying. I am 100% down for suggestions on new features, but I don't care about, oh, couldn't you have made that a variable? I don't care. I think those are offset a little bit. I think I need to make this, saves are gonna have a little bit of weird, weirdness with the orientation, I think. I'm gonna have to play around with that. Maybe it'll just work right away, let's see. Maybe placeholders right for the player. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Alright, Airplay's gonna be a little dino dude. Thank you. Let's do this right now. It's the wrong game. Alright, so I'll do the animations in a second. Alright, sweet. Awesome. Alright, let's just stick in the animation, just a short one. Nice. Awesome, cool. So now, okay, real quick, let's, oh, I guess I already added it. Let's see if this works. Remove all the saves. Yeah, so it's offset. So I'm just gonna have this, so you can do it half blocks as well. Oh, well that breaks stuff. Oops. But, gonna have it like that going forward, I mean. Or, I mean, How many scenarios am I actually gonna need it to be like that? Trying to think. No, I think I'm gonna have everything have it 16 by 16. Okay. Is there no way to offset the sprite of an individual tile? No, there definitely is. I was just gonna see if I wanted to do that at all. Actually, let's see how this looks to begin with. Squeeze me. I'll save. I just needed to remove the first. Yeah, it does have to do with that. So what is there something that erase? Erase char's characters. Yeah, I could just do that. Okay, that worked. But see, it's offset. So that's good. I just need to figure out what can I change here? I'll just add the texture offset to the global position. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I do that. Cool. Good for me. I had this set to 4 and 4 earlier, but I feel like that's wrong. But it does work for him. No, it's not perfect. I had 8 and 8 earlier. Is 8 and 8 good? I guess I just had to change the offset. So it's not gonna look perfect while editing, but it'll look fine in game. Yeah, no, that's not an... It's this. Right, is that where I placed it? Yeah. But how will it look with the jumpers? Jumpers now it's... Okay. In that case... Hold on. Yeah, so it has to be 8 by 8. So I'm just gonna add 4 to that texture offset. No, that's not enough. To add 8 to that texture offset? Alright. So saves are just gonna look like that, but whatever. Is there a different offset that I could do though? Oops. I'd rather steal from the occluder offset. Than the texture offset. Because I'm not going to use occluders. That way I could just use the texture offset to make it look right in the editor, and then use occluder offsets for the actual thing. It's a little hacky, but yeah, that works. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tighten. Yeah? You said when the sun goes down. Hey dude, just want to say that I love your vids. You help me get a lot. Thank you. Glad I could help. Oh, he's not supposed to be able to do that. Why was he able to do that? What's wrong? Room handler, do your job. What the fuck? Just watch, it's gonna lock the player out, and not the pacers for some reason. Oh no, it's just not working at all. Oh, now it's working. It's just not working on that one specific wall for some reason. Hold up. Yeah, where is it? It's not syncing up right away. Let me think. So when do I do it here? Okay, guess that worked. Alright, this is feeling pretty gamey. Oh shit, forgot enemies respawn. Did the bullets just glitch out there? I wasn't paying attention, but I thought I saw that out of the corner of my eye. I don't know. Where did your saves go? I didn't place them. I removed them. There's also not going to be that many saves. There's not going to be a save per room. We also need just a static enemy. It's gonna be listed as an enemy, but it's just basically just gonna be spikes. That one's not gonna have a letter. This is not gonna be Alphabet Metroid. Spikes are just gonna be red. So let's. Alright, what do I want to call this? Any skulls? Cosmetics wise? I don't know. Yeah, I'll just call them spikes. Who cares? Oh, I guess they kind of have to. Okay, I need a. How does this work? Body entered. If body is enemy. Let's see. I don't want it to be a kinematic body. It's not going to necessarily hurt by having it a kinematic body, but I don't need it to be a kinematic body. Let's just... Whatever. I just need it to be this in order to, not have to change a bunch. I could add a separate thing for like obstacles or static bodies, but I don't know how many obstacles are gonna be static bodies because I feel like spikes is gonna be most of that. So I'll just have it kinematic. Who cares? Have that make it invulnerable. Oh, it doesn't even matter. I don't need to worry about the health as long as I don't put the health function, and this isn't going to be processing anything, so it's all good. I think it can just be that. So let's add a new thing for it. Oops. It could be in tiles, honestly. But too late. One thing I want is for reinitializing the enemies to reset the timer for the jumper, because that's not happening right now. I want, when a room starts, also, I don't know, I want when a room starts for everything to be completely the same, you know? every single cycle is the same exact thing. So let's fix that. I think I just need to add what is it called? We'll start from the beginning. Yeah, it does. I need a better function for this. A name for this. I call it second initialize because it's just a second initialize function that happens for no, not respawn. Reinitialize. It's not reinitialize either. It's just a second half of the initialize function that's optional per enemy. I don't care. Extra initialize is fine. Yeah. Huh?
That needs help with some speakers that needs to go to the shop.
Okay. When?
Right now, they're on the bar.
All right. Hold on.
Okay?
All right. I'm gonna need to take a optional re-internet when respawning or reset function. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm back. Alright. I just cut my finger. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Ouch. Okay. Shit. Okay, what was I doing? What is this game? What am I making? What are some other important mechanics that I'll need for like the first couple screens? I need to... Like, I have enough to make like a little tutorial demo thing. Pause? Yeah, pause, sure. Yeah?
Feed the dog at 6.
Yes.
Give him his shot and
Uh-huh.
then walk him.
Yep. Love you.
Don't forget.
Love you.
I mean it.
Love you. Okay. Hi, just joined. Can you explain what the gist of this game is? Yes. So it's gonna be just a little simple hard metroidvania game with it's not, I'm saying metroidvania, it's not even gonna be that much. It's gonna be, there's not gonna be that, I'm not gonna call it a metroidvania when it's finished. Like, there's gonna be some metroidvania elements, but it's basically just gonna be a precision platformer where you get some new abilities along the way, and to a very, very small extent, those abilities will let you go to previous areas, but those previous areas is just gonna be like, oh, I guess I have to go here once I have the wall jump, and then that's just the next area of the game. Not like, oh, there's 100 million little secrets in there. It's gonna be like platform with a structured level similar to Metroid 1. Yeah, like, yeah. There's gonna be like a little bit of a hub area in the middle that'll let you get to other places. It's not a Metroidvania. It's just a little platformer, and then it's gonna be short too. Unless it ends up being really fun to make, then maybe I'll make a little bit more. But I just want to make a little thing because I'm bored. And platformers are easy to make, so I just kind of want to make a game right now. Instead of a million different projects that I know aren't gonna turn into full things, just making a small full thing. And then it'll be released as under Banquet Games, me and Andrew's little group, probably on itch for free. I'm thinking of maybe putting the source code up for patrons, because I'm pretty sure you could include licenses as a Patreon reward. Licenses for a project, I mean. We'll see. Thanks for choosing Godot too, the more the better. Yeah, I love Godot. Been on it for like 3 years now. Still don't have any big substantial projects besides the Terra Labyrinth demo. Can I? Yeah, I cannot shoot those. So that's good. can't wait to see a Godot game on Switch or something in the next few years. Yeah, that would be awesome. I would love to make a game for a Switch. So, okay. So I got spikes. I kind of have enough to make like a little demo thing. Like this is already a little, the whole game's gonna be a little demo thing, but like a really, really little like 1 minute demo thing. But need more obstacles. Here, let's look at what kind of mechanics Battle Kid had at the beginning, since that's my main inspiration. This is my inspiration. So, just walked out. That's how their save rooms look. Just a couple enemies, yeah. Some obstacle, spikes. Another enemy. So right off the bat, they have like 6 or 7 different traps and obstacles. Another enemy. And then a save. So that's... So I need like 7 or 8 kinds of... Oh, that's another thing I want to add. That's an easy obstacle. Something that just bounces up and down or left and right. And then you could also kill them. I'm going to add one of those. Like that. Ooh, crumble blocks would be nice. When I started game making, I was concerned with pure originality, which I'm learning is silly. Yeah, I mean, just... If you like a game and think you can make a game like that, just make it. Just... Even if you're just copying something else, you're still learning. And you can make them... You could spend 20 years making the most original game in the world, but no one's gonna play it. So, just make what you want. If you have good ideas, then do it, but don't waste time not making games trying to think of a good idea. When it comes to platforms, someone has likely already made something very close to yours. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this game is not original at all. It's just... I want to make a... Just want to make a game. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Minecraft was based off of Infinity. Obviously, Minecraft did a lot more than what its inspiration was. Except Minecraft was supposed to be kind of like a 3D first-person Dwarf Fortress, which, if a game like that ever comes out, I'm gonna lose my mind. So, okay, let me think. I guess for the first little stretch of the game, I'm not trying to plan, like, actual areas right now. I'm just trying to think, for the first little stretch of the game, it'll just have, like, enemies and stuff that you have to avoid, but you won't have the gun yet. Then you'll get the gun, like, very early on, like, there'd be, like, 6 or, like, this many rooms, a little less than 10 rooms, and then a checkpoint, and then they'll give you the gun, and then it'll be a similar set of rooms, except you can kill the enemies, blah blah blah. Then they'll... I don't know, I just need a lot of enemies right now. That's what I need. So let's add those little bouncy dudes. So okay, so extends enemy. We're gonna need let's just copy Pacer actually. He's not gonna have gravity. How did I set up horizontal movement? Velocity guides. So let's do that's a little annoying. I don't need that here, but that's necessary for the Pacers. Because I just have to add that in for the Pacers. Do I really need a whole function for reversing them? Not really. Okay. Don't have forward detect. This guy's gonna use vertical movement. How did this look? Okay, and then horizontal is gonna be very similar. He's gonna use this horizontal movement. X. Also, I gotta remove this. So this can't be used on a wall. It's gotta. Okay. Looks good to me. Let's add them here. See if this worked. Alright, cool. What was my time on that? Speedrunning enemy creation right now. 5 minutes, I'll take it. That's what I like about platformers. You can just make enemies in 2 seconds. And they just work. As long as you're making one of these basic ass NES inspired platformers, so easy. Alright, so we got some stuff. Oops. Let's see. More enemies. One thing I noticed about placing enemies with a tile map is you can't adjust properties. Yeah, that's why you don't do it for anything that... I mean, honestly, when you're designing an enemy, just for the sake of the player not having to try to guess, oh, does this enemy have this or that? Honestly, just make them a different tile. You should have a set amount of enemies, not... If you really require... If it's a type of game where your enemy needs, oh, this enemy has a sword, this enemy has a mace, then yeah, you're not using the tile map thing. You should be putting those all manually. Or honestly, a game like that, you could... Yeah, no, a game like that, you should place them all manually. But tile maps are all just for simple enemies that you need to place a lot of. Nothing else. What I did on my Zelda Mika thing is I had 2 separate tile maps where, oh, maybe I wanted the or the Moblin to have a bow, so I'd place the Moblin first, then a separate tile map on top of it. I'll place the bow on it, then at runtime it'll detect if, like on the ready function, it'll detect, oh, am I overlapping with a bow right now? Then it'll delete that bow and then give the bow to the enemy. So you could just keep adding more and more tile maps. That's the way I think, that's how I think it is to go if you're making a level editor. Have you ever considered using tiled? It's far more complete as a tile map editor. I've considered it. I can never get it working quite perfectly with Godot, and I'd rather have... I played with it on a few different occasions, but I didn't really put enough time and effort into really learning how to use it. But I think maybe if I was honestly for this game, yeah, if it's one large tile map, it would make sense for me to use a tiled. But I don't know. Yeah, for example, if you wanted 2 floaters, but for some to start moving left and right, probably better to create a different TSC. Yeah, exactly. Especially if you need one variant of the enemy, then you can make one variant. There's still not a simple way to export tile to Godot. There probably is. It's just when I tried it, I was dumb. I haven't tried it in a couple years because I settled in with my tile map placer script. Just haven't looked into it for a while. Alright. Let's see, what other enemies could we add? I think for a trap, I want like a rotating ball and chain kind of thing, you know? One of these. Just had to look up. What else? I need some sort of turret that'll shoot bullets every few seconds. I need... Oh, I was saying I wanted something like this. But this would basically just be a turret. I know you showed it earlier, but could you show the website again? I posted the article in my Discord. It's gamedev.net. So we got jumpers, we got pacers. Follower would be cool. Kind of want to make a rotator right now. Not sure though. Oops. Alright, these guys' collisions are too big. So they're gonna go into the walls a little bit more. But at least they won't kill you if you're directly next to it. I feel like the player's collision shape could be smaller as well. The hitbox at least. Both. Like this 6 and the 6.5. Some floor enemies that shoot multiple projectiles in pattern. Yeah. I need something with projectiles. Be nice. Get fancy and make those enemies that follow the surface, floors, walls, ceilings like a bug. Those are honestly a lot harder than they look. I don't want to do that. I was actually looking into that earlier today before I added the first enemy I had before streaming. I don't know. I don't have like a quick and dirty easy way to do it. It's like a lot of if this then that. It's whatever. Shit. It'd be nice to have a stalker enemy that follows you to multiple screens. Hell no. I hate those in games. Samus X in Metro Fusion is the most terrifying thing in the world. Don't at me. And also, I want each screen to be its own mini challenge. Like, I don't even want bosses that could follow you between screens. The boss is gonna be on one screen. What about a thwomp-like enemy, one that falls from the roof when you're close? Maybe. Yeah. And then I'd also want it to be killable. Yeah, I was thinking earlier about making something that crawls on the roof and then drops and then walks around, which would be similar. But a stationary one. I need more just simple enemies. Like, this is just a simple enemy. The whole goal is to make a bunch of basic enemies that, when used in combination, make difficult sections. And really, like, if we didn't have a gun here, then we have some actual platforming if we're not shooting them. Is this possible? Shit, it is. I'm just bad. Let's see. Could do one of these guys, but they go diagonally, like the bubbles in Zelda 2, and the wisps in Terra Labyrinth. Follow Banco Games on Twitter. I like this idea. Enemy that mirrors the movement patterns of the player. Sometimes the enemy moves in the opposite direction as the player. I feel like there could be some fun puzzles with that. I guess I could add some puzzle elements now, but the thing is, I can't just have like, oh, push a block and it opens this door, because I want all the rooms to reset. Yeah, no puzzles. No puzzles in this game. It's just gonna be platforming challenges and combat. No block puzzles or anything like that. Let's look at more, so we got that. Something that walks around and shoots when the player's in front would be cool. We're also gonna need a boss fight. See, I like this boss. It's very simple. All it does... Wow. Okay, hold on. This boss is very, 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 very simple. But it's also very, very difficult. But once you get the pattern, it feels fair. So basically, he shoots 3 spikes going up, down, down here, and then he shoots 3 spikes going up, up, up here. If you're on this platform, then he'll shoot spikes on top. If you're down here, he'll shoot spikes down there. So you have to alternate between the platforms to either be able to duck under those or jump over these. And while all of that's happening, there's a spike that tracks the position of the player and then goes upwards wherever he is. So you basically just have to keep moving up and down the whole time while trying to get shots off up here. So that's the kind of boss design that I want. Where's boss 3? I really like boss 3 in this game. This one just has 6 different attack patterns and he teleports around the stage. Too bad this person probably sucks at the game. How long is he fighting him? A while. Yeah, it's just a boss with a bunch of different attack patterns and you have to pay attention, blah blah blah. Just simple stuff like that. They don't need to track the player too much, just like, oh, shoot up or shoot down. Like, just simple, very simple attack patterns that are just very tight, but once you learn them, then you're good. That's the kind of boss fights I want in this. But I'm not going to add a boss right now. I still need general mechanics. I guess I should add a saving. Only problem is I don't remember how to do that, so I just need it to save to save to a JSON or something. So I did this a while ago. Hold on, let me look for a... Wait, get off that. Let me look for an old project real quick. Because I really just need to save one variable right now. Hope I didn't delete this. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. Never mind. Oh, someone said pause screen earlier. I kind of want to do pause right now. Put that in the camera. camera, pause mode, reprocess. So now we just need some kind of overlay. Maybe I think I'm gonna take that out of the camera. I'll have it with the HUD. But for now this is fine. Just looking for basic functionality right now. I don't like okay. I'm printing some stuff down here. It'd be nice to keep a log of everything. Maybe people could, if this were to be a bigger game, then it'd be nice to get logs from beta testers. Moving platforms, maybe? It seems you could omit them from the game, really. I think little spring pads would be edible, maybe. So both of those, I kind of want to do... I said earlier, maybe you weren't here, the final item I want to add is just a stomp item. And the stomp will, it won't kill the enemies, but it'll just let you bounce off of every enemy. And that'll kind of be both a spring and a moving platform. And you could get some stuff with the jumpers, giving you extra bounce height. Does Godot run on low-end PC? 2D would run quite well on it. Yeah, Godot runs fine on low-end PCs. I did most of my game development on an underpowered laptop. But yeah, the stomp thing would just be a fun thing to add more functionality to rooms that already exist. I don't know if I really want secrets. I don't really want, like, the only things I could think of for upgrades for secrets is maybe there'll be a few cases where you could shoot more, like, you could get an upgrade for your gun where you could shoot more bullets, have more bullets on screen at once. That could be a secret upgrade. I was almost thinking of just having different weapons entirely to be entirely optional. And then, like, oh, there's this rapid fire 3-shot thing, but maybe there's one where it does a spread of 3 bullets at once. And you still have to wait for them to disappear before you could shoot again. So that's the trade-off. Like, not necessarily straight upgrades, but just trade-offs. But at the same time, I want this game to be simple, so who cares? Godot 3D should run okay on a low end too, just don't do anything intensive. Yeah, if you keep away from complicated lighting effects and putting different shaders on every single object in your game, then yeah, it'll run fine. I mean, people make 3D Godot games for low-end Android devices, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at more things to steal from Battle Kid. Those turret things fucking suck. These blue guys right here, you can only shoot them while their eyes open, but their eyes open immediately after shooting. Very annoying. And they take like 5 hits too. Yeah, you just got higher jump. I like these turrets. They see if they shoot in the direction you're at. There's up and down variants. I might add something like that. Basically how bullet bills work in Mario. Except those guys also move. Something like that would be nice. I don't want to have to make 4 separate ones though, so I might just make shoot in both directions at once. Like they'll detect if there's a wall next to them. Have you seen Mark Brown's stuff on Metroidvania level design? Yeah, we were actually talking about it earlier in the stream. And I'll probably take another look on some of those videos before finishing this. Or once I start making the world. But also, that being said, this isn't really a Metroidvania. It's structured as one. It will have Metroidvania elements, but it's mostly just going to be straight paths through different areas and then items that'll let you go somewhere else. But there's not going to be, it's not going to be covered in secrets and stuff. Oh, this is my favorite part of the game. Also the most frustrating parts. I'm never adding these kinds of platforms into any game I ever make. These fans are annoying as fuck. I don't know why this is my favorite area in the game. I guess I just like the music. God. Yeah, they really are hours of fun. Many, many hours. Alright, now he goes into space here. Oh no, I forgot about this section. This area is a little bit more vertical. I want to add that kind of enemy. They check if the player's in proximity, then go down and then charge them. Now he goes to space. There's a boss coming up here. Yeah. God, this game is so frustrating. I don't know why I love it so much. I remember these patterns so well. Alright, boss coming up. This guy's basically the same thing as the other one. Just think of, because you go up and down to dodge these guys as well. Oh, God, this guy kills him too fast. The first 2 bosses were pretty similar in this game. Anyway. I need to feed my dog. Okay. Life pro tip: just make every boss a reskin of the other ones. The only difference is higher level bosses are bigger bonus punches. Yeah, take some notes from Metroid Prime Hunters. That is the most repetitive story mode in any game I've played. Wow, I've been streaming for 2 hours? Damn. That's wild. Pretty happy with the enemies we have right now. But definitely need some more, so. Alright. This one's gonna be... Turret would be easy. Turret would be easy. It's gonna be a left and right turret. They're gonna shoot in both directions. They're gonna shoot in both directions, but they're gonna... If there's something to the left and right walls, then it's not gonna bother. Feel? Also debating on if I want these to be killable or not. I'm gonna go with no for now. Oh, also gonna need another bullet. And these, what do you know? They're gonna be red. I kind of want to make these tiles, right? Yeah, these are gonna be static bodies. I could probably turn spikes into tiles as well. The whole reason I made spikes a kinematic body is so that they could extend enemy and so they'll damage players by default, but I could play around with that later. No biggie. But I am gonna need to make a bullet, which is gonna be a kinematic body, unfortunately. I'm gonna call this projectile, because I called the player bullets bullets. And why not make things more complicated? I guess I don't really need half of this. No, I don't need any of this actually. Hold up. No. Let me think. Maybe this does need an area. No. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Timer, auto start, 2 seconds. Let's start with just shooting to the right. To the right. I do it with the player. Adjust. So add the child first. Do move direction and position after. No, I saved it here anyway. Okay. It's fine. Thought I meant to put in the here though. Yeah, I put that there. Okay, no, not fine. Did I delete something that was important? Ugh. No. Okay, so it's going at 1,000,000 miles per hour. What is the player bullets? 320? 8. It's funny, my bullets are trying to collide with it. Which means we gotta put them... Oh, I know why. Fuck. Okay. Oops. What? I don't know. First of all, that's a thing, right? What do I call it? But, hold on. Oh, I gotta... Alright, what up, y'all? What was I doing? Hey, he's not shooting anymore. So why does this crash? Hmm? Oh, these bullets have so many unnecessary variables. That's something I'm gonna have to play around with a lot of things. Kinda wanna do that right now. Actually, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Kinda wanna play for some video games. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. Thank you all for watching. I'll probably stream more of this tomorrow. I'm gonna work on it more tonight, but it's probably gonna refactor some of the damage related stuff so they don't all have to rely on the enemy class with a bunch of million different variables. But yeah, so I'll work on that tonight. I'll figure out some other stuff to do, and then maybe I'll stream more of this tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. Join my Discord, follow me on Twitter.